My husband is totally domineering. Every chance he gets, he's like,
"Be grateful for my high-paying job,"
looking down on me because I only graduated from a vocational school. That same husband said,
"I'm leaving house for a while so you can appreciate me more,"
and really left the house.
"Feeling like apologizing yet?"
He texted, to which I responded, "Life's so much more comfortable without you around." I'm Ellen, 28 years old. I met my husband James, who's the same age, through a mutual acquaintance. When we met, I had just moved to New York for a job after graduating from a vocational school in the countryside. James, born and raised in New York, eagerly showed me the ropes.
"Ask me anything about this place. Coming from the countryside, you must be clueless here."
Well then, I might take you up on that. I'm still confused about the subway transfers. And how did I get to Brooklyn? He promised to show me around New York, and I was drawn to him as he introduced me to a world unknown to me. He would take me to tourist spots on his days off, and we started meeting every weekend. Gradually, we began having dinners after work, and it became natural for us to be together. It was only natural for him to propose, given our relationship. I had no reason to refuse, and before we knew it, we were married. But as our marriage went on, he began to look down on me.
"You're going to keep working after we're married, right?"
I looked him in the eye and answered, "Yeah, I plan to. We have the mortgage to pay off."
"All right then, do as you like. Just don't slack off on the household chores."
Huh? If we're both working, we should share the household chores.
Share? Unlike you with your vocational degree, I have a responsible job. I don't have time for household stuff.
That's unfair. I have work too.
Work? It's almost like a part-time job. There are plenty of replacements for someone without a college degree like you. My job, which the company relies on, is far more important.
But...
No buts. It's only natural for the one who earns less to do the household chores.
I don't think that's right.
You wouldn't understand since you didn't even go to college. It's common sense.
I didn't want to argue right after getting married, so I gave up on convincing him and agreed to do all the household chores myself. I wasn't bad at household chores since I had been living alone for a while. I had been cooking for myself while working, so it was just cooking for two now. I complied quietly. Encouraged by this, he became more domineering.
"I'll manage all the salaries. You'll get an allowance for living expenses, so manage within that."
We had agreed to combine our savings into a joint account before marriage and planned to use our money wisely to save a bit more. But suddenly, James decided he would manage everything on his own. He gave me a mere $150 for living expenses. $150? Is this just for groceries? What about other daily necessities?
That's all the money you get. A housewife should be able to manage with that amount.
$150 for food, daily necessities, and medical expenses combined is impossible.
It's not impossible. Do it. I come home tired from work every day. Don't you dare skimp on meals.
He also became picky about meals, getting grumpy if the menu wasn't luxurious enough.
What's this? Only this much meat? You've been buying cheap meat lately. I expect beef after working all day.
With only $150 for living expenses, it's not feasible. If you want meat, you'll need to increase the living allowance.
What are you whining about? That's all you get.
Why? If we combine our salaries, we should have more than enough even after rent and utilities. I wish we could allocate a bit more for living expenses.
Our savings are dwindling. I can't increase it.
What? We're not saving? How come, despite all our saving efforts?
How should I know? Maybe $150 for living expenses is still too much.
Have you even checked the account statements?
What man has time to scrutinize those?
If our balance is decreasing, shouldn't we check what it's being spent on? What are you using it for? You've been coming home late. Is it because of drinking expenses?
Going out to drink is part of my job, for networking and entertaining. Don't tell me how to do my job.
It seems James has been spending money from our joint account without checking the details, using it for leisure under the guise of work stress relief. This explained the decrease in our savings. Hey, the money in our joint account is from both of us, right? Shouldn't we try to save a bit more? This only made him more defensive.
You're living under my roof, so be grateful you have a high-earning husband like me.
His take-home pay is $1,900 a month. High earning? In his company, perhaps, but that has led him to overestimate his earning status.
Listen, I'm juggling multiple jobs because I'm relied upon at work. With more clients, entertaining is unavoidable. It's natural for the number of drinking sessions to increase. In a company where layoffs are common, my indispensability should be clear.
His reasoning was too self-centered. I had been holding back, but I couldn't any longer. Let me be clear. A take-home pay of $1,900 is neither high-earning nor anything special. Nowadays, even starters earn more. Your pay is actually low for your age.
But in my company...
If you're considered high-earning in your company, then your company's pay scale must be low.
What did you say?
If you're entertaining for work, the company should cover it as an expense. It's not right for you to pay out of pocket.
It's pretty common.
Really? And are those who left really laid off?
What do you mean? It's not explicitly stated as layoffs, but if the staff count keeps decreasing...
Isn't it because everyone's quitting due to the toxic nature of your company? The pay is low, and overtime is hardly compensated. Plus, they don't even reimburse for entertaining clients. It wouldn't be surprising if it were considered a toxic workplace.
What are you talking about?
People like you, who work for such low wages without question, are valuable to the company in a way. It's more like they're using you rather than relying on you. I realized I had been too blunt by the time it was too late. James was red in the face, trembling with anger.
A country bumpkin like you, coming from a vocational school, couldn't possibly understand how society works. Complaining about a $1,900 paycheck is just sour grapes.
Sour grapes?
Yes. I saw your pay stub, and you only had $700 deposited.
What? Where did you see that? He said smugly.
I've seen the deposit slip left on the desk. Idiot. No matter how much you talk back, you earn less than me. Without me, you wouldn't even be able to live on your own.
He continued, leaving me dumbfounded.
This is your punishment for defying me. I'll stay at my parents' house for a while. You try living on your own. You'll see how much you need me.
Your parents' house? You can't be serious.
I'm taking both the joint and my personal ATM cards. You'll manage with your earnings.
With that, he quickly packed his bags and left. After he left, I started living alone and soon realized something. Life was so much more comfortable without him. No one to complain about my cooking. I could make whatever I wanted. The room was mostly messy because of James, so cleaning was a breeze on my own. Without a husband coming home drunk every day, I saved a lot of money. Just as I began to think life might be better without him, he called.
Hey, still alive? I thought you'd be too stubborn to reach out, so I called. Starting to appreciate what you had? If you apologize now, I might consider coming back. But you have to promise not to defy me again.
You don't need to come back. He was shocked by my immediate response. And being alone made it clear. I'm better off without you.
Don't be ridiculous. How do you plan to live on your own? You can't possibly survive on a $700 paycheck.
That wasn't my paycheck you saw. It was an expense payment. My company doesn't skimp on reimbursements like yours.
Expenses?
Yes. My take-home pay is $5,500 a month.
$5,500? How does a vocational school grad earn that much?
Vocational schools prepare us to be immediately effective at work, and I've acquired many useful certifications. Thanks to these qualifications, I received offers from desirable companies and have been promoted steadily since joining. So, I believe my $5,500 paycheck is justified and deserved.
But how can someone with just a vocational degree earn more than me, a college graduate?
You always mock my vocational degree, but your college is practically unknown. A degree from a third-rate university means little if it doesn't lead to a decent job. Maybe companies on the verge of being toxic like yours find it convenient.
After all I've done to support you, how can you say that?
You don't understand anything, do you? We couldn't maintain this lifestyle on your salary alone. No matter how much we cut back, $1,900 can't cover rent, utilities, your drinking sessions, and hobbies. If it weren't for my salary, we'd have been bankrupt long ago.
You never mentioned that before.
You were managing the accounts. I thought you'd have noticed. I'm shocked you felt no urgency even as our balance kept dropping.
How am I supposed to keep track of every little thing? Earnings are for both of us.
Yes, that's true. I never cared who earned more as long as our savings grew. I had no problem using my salary for our future. But it seems all my earnings were wasted on your outings and hobbies.
Well, that's,
I've had enough. I've realized I don't need you anymore, so you don't have to come back.
Wait, are you saying you want to leave me?
Well, yes. It seems you'll be the one unable to live without my salary. Suddenly, he began to panic.
Wait, please, don't leave me.
For someone who was just boasting about providing for me, his change of heart was astonishing. I threw his words back at him. Well, if you apologize now, I might forgive you. But you'll have to promise not to defy me.
Alright, I promise.
Really?
Yes, I'll even increase the allowance I give you if that's what it takes.
I couldn't help but laugh. Giving me an allowance? You don't need to. From now on, you'll be doing the household chores, so I won't need it.
Me? Doing the chores?
Yes. You said it yourself. Chores should be done by the one who earns less. Between your $1,900 and my $5,500, even a college graduate can figure out who that is. From now on, I'll give you an allowance and you'll take care of the chores. I'll manage the overall finances.
But chores are women's work, right?
Are you defying me already? Breaking our promise so soon? I'm ready to divorce any time.
Wait. Okay. I got it.
And so he agreed to take on all the household chores as I had said. I continued to make my requests. From now on, no overtime is allowed.
Wait a minute. I can't finish my work without doing overtime.
You don't need to do unpaid overtime. If you're going to do overtime, make sure the company pays you for it.
All right.
And don't expect to be reimbursed by me for entertaining clients.
What? The only money I get to spend freely is the allowance at the start of the month. How am I supposed to go out drinking with that?
If it's for entertaining, you should be able to get reimbursed by the company. Talk to them about it. I'll give you extra for socializing if it's not for work. As instructed, James tried to discuss overtime and entertaining expenses with his company, but they brushed him off. The supervisors who had been flattering him with,
"We're counting on you," and "You're our star,"
suddenly turned cold. He finally realized his company was indeed a toxic workplace.
"Ellen, what you said was true. They just wanted employees who would do overtime and entertain clients at their own expense without complaining."
After realizing the truth about his company, he began looking for a new job. However, finding a company willing to hire someone from a third-rate university with no qualifications or skills was difficult. He was told in interviews that having even one qualification would have made a difference. After failing in his job search, he admitted to me,
"The qualifications you have are actually impressive. I've always looked down on you for being a vocational school graduate, but you're far more than amazing than I am. I was wrong. I'm sorry."
The domineering husband I knew had completely changed. Eventually, he took a part-time job at a local supermarket.
"I chose a job where I can get home early because I'm not as efficient at household chores as you are. From now on, I'll support you from behind the scenes."
Thank you, James. But I want you to continue looking for a job. You can do the household chores whenever you're able. Let's work together as a couple from now on.
"Even if I keep looking, I won't find a job that pays better than yours."
Don't worry about that. I was always against the idea that the one who earns less should do the household chores. I just wanted you to understand that by saying the same thing. Why don't you look for a job you really want to do without worrying about the money? So James started checking job listings in his free time and studying for certifications between his part-time shifts.
"If I don't have any skills, I thought I should at least get some certifications. Can you help me with the things I don't understand?"
Yes, of course. Our relationship had completely flipped from the beginning, but James and I were getting along much better than during our newlywed days. I much prefer the current supportive James over the domineering husband he used to be. We want to continue living together, combining our strength as a couple.